Well, this is the start of a new trip, new adventure. Magnificent Grand Lac, this one. It's a big old place. I'm on with my mate Dazza. We did the river, the first half of the trip. We did 3 nights in the river. It was a real good trip. I think we had about four or five carp between us. Both catching fish as well, so that was good. But yeah, we're coming on there. We're going to challenge ourselves this bit of a Grand Lac fishing. I think we've got it up against us though to catch one. I think it's 21st of April now, and it ain't half cold for April. No, that looks a nice sky, but that wind is biting. Very unusual for this part of France. Bit of frost last night, so it obviously went down to, well, it was a pretty harsh frost, so it went down below 0 degrees. Again, most unusual, but it is what it is. So this particular swim, I've got that big reed bed in front of me, and around the reed bed it's about 3.5 foot deep it is, and it's like April the 21st. These carp are spoiling on the mind. They'll be going into shallow water. This lake's pretty shallow anyways, but they'll be thinking of searching out these reed beds. I don't think they'll be that far away from them. See, there's plenty of white caps out there. Still okay to get the rods out, but it's quite weedy, so you've got to be quite precise. And when it's there's a bit of chop on like this, it's difficult to get it precise and to drop it in between the weed. So the first day, I've just waded out to that reed bed. You can wade out to it and put one on the near side of it and wade it across. Make out that tough, it's like a tougher grass in the middle. Put a bank stick on that, put a hook on, I'll take it out there and I'll show you what I've done. So just flick me on the other side of those reeds, and my line's going into my hook on that tougher grass, over the reeds and back to here. I think that will do me a fish, that out of all the rods. This one here, that's going to go out there somewhere. I've got in a boat in a bit, and I'm going to have a couple of rods a bit further out as well down there at some point. Magnificent. A bivvy up. Get the van right close as well, which is always nice. Although saying that, I do like to get away from the van. If you know you can park your van, that means other people can come and see you if you don't want. Let's see how it goes. We've got loads. We've got 4 nights. Sunday now. We've got. I'm going back on Thursday. I think Darren's going to stay a couple more days. Let's see if we catch. Let's hope so. Lovely. Let's try and catch one. This rod is going directly over that reed bed. So it goes to about 4 foot deep here, so I can wade out just. I just flick it out the other side. I have a bank stick on a big tuft of grass. I've got to be careful here, don't go over my waders. You can make out my bank stick with a hook on, and that's just to keep my line above these reeds when I get a pick up. I've got to run out, put my waders on and head towards my landing net. There's the old hook there. The line sits lovely in that hook there. And I'm fishing just the other side of these reeds, little underarm swing out. Let's a quick look at the rig I'm using on this trip. On these big Grand Lacs, there's all sorts. Usually a big crayfish population, usually a lot of braid, a lot of big roach. So I'm using brutish gear. Rigs ain't going to tangle if they've been out there a day or so, or even longer. So I've got a 45-pound boom section. And then that's a combi link, all bright knot. That is a 26mm bottom bait with an 80mm pop up, so it's a big old bait. Last thing you want to be doing in the middle of the night or even in the day, especially on a place like this when it's windy and you struggle to get your rigs back out sometimes when the wind blows. You don't want to be catching bream, so 26mm bottom bait, that's a size 1 hook. Don't be afraid of using big hooks. When you've got using baits that big, a size 1 hook is nothing. It's a cracking rig. Very durable, never let me down that. Come on rods, rattle off. Got the old solar panel, charging the leisure battery up, keeping it topped up. Life jacket in the boat, if I get a pick up I can just jump in, put it on, landing net ready, all ready to rock. A few white caps out there. You know, hopefully, that's another thing on these big lakes, even though it's windy most of the day, a lot of the time, you do get that little period at dusk where the wind will drop. It might be only for 20-30 minutes, but it always drops, just on dusk, and then that's enough time to get the rigs out. But it's starting to blow a bit now. The old white caps are getting bigger out there. Rods are still fishing nice. I've got big 10-ounce leads on them, so they ain't going to move. Got plenty of tiger nuts around them and maize, so there's always going to be a bit of bait out there. Hopefully get one tonight. Yes, now this is an absolute beautiful carp. 46.5 the Grand Lac carp. Oh, this one rattled off about 4:30 this morning. Oh, it's an absolute gorgeous fish. Oh, look at it, check that out. Oh, I've got a bit of cramp. Check that out, what a fish. What an absolute beast of a fish. Can't be one of the nicest fish I've ever caught this. The shape of it, beautiful, scale perfect. Oh, getting that cramp. Oh, on the hip. Getting on a bit now. Oh, yeah, so what happened was 9 o'clock last night, the wind died down a bit. I took the opportunity to go and redo a rod, a brand new spot, and that's where the rod rattled off this morning. Oh, that is some fish, that. You beauty. What an absolute gorgeous carp. Let's put him back. Well, is that something special, that carp? Oh, look at the length of that. What a place. Oh, love it. What a fish that is. Magnificent. Put him back. Big old tiger back. God, it looks massive from the water, the length of it. Yes, so happy with that. I can't tell you happy with that. Any fish from these Grand Lacs is just take a lot of effort, it just makes it all so worthwhile. That was a beautiful creature, that. Let's get the rods back out. Right, let's go and put a rod out. What a carp that was this morning. Absolutely love it. Now it's a bit choppy out there, but these lakes, they're always being choppy. Very rare, it's not a decent wind on them, they're so big. Bait, I'm just putting some maize, some tigers. Got some tigers at the bottom of that bucket, and I've got a kilo of boilies I'm going to put out as well. Right, let's get out there and let's drop it. It'll sound it down. Beautiful morning, absolutely stunning morning. Oh, look at that. God, I love this. And it's very, very weedy. So, it's weedy and it's shallow. It's too bouncy, the water, for me to find clear spots properly. And I've got an Nash Scope, but no good in this weather. I'm going to put them out this morning, and if the wind drops tonight, I'll probably put them out again tonight a bit more precisely. On the Echo Sound, I've only got 3 foot now at the moment, 3 foot and weedy. When I caught that fish last night, it was about 5.5. Still weedy but patchy. Stunning views. Love it. Alright, we're back to 6 foot now, so we're getting there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to find my spot, and then we're going to go 20 yards past my spot because of the wind. I'm going to let the wind just gently take me over to my spot, and I'll drop the rig. Here's my spot now, getting a bit clearer. Kiddie right there. About 20 yards past it. There, no big weed bed there. Keep away from that weed bed. Weed there. Didn't know a spot. See, it looks nice and clear. Plenty of weed around here. I ain't gonna drop on top of weed. I'm gonna wait till I get a clear spot. Wind's pushing me beautiful. Should come across it now. Yep, there we go, clear spot. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, that's nice. Let's get some bait on it. Can't afford to mess around now, the wind just blow you off course. So got a few boilies in my pocket. it baited. Go on, have that. Love it. Back to base we go. Right, if I faffed about then, sprinkling bait, I would have been out 40 yards where I dropped it, so half a bucket of bait, boom, straight over the top of it. If there's any carp about, that'll find out for sure. Be a feeding frenzy on that. I'm only going to put one rod down this channel here. If I reckon I put two out, I'd love to put two out, but I reckon it could end up in disaster. End up flipping catching a fish and I'd lose it in the middle of the night because I put another rod out. I'm just going to do with one. I went, that's perfect the way that went out. I love it. Absolutely love it. Rod's out, we're fishing. Come on, let's get another one. Well, I'm real glad I put the baits out early this morning when I had a chance, because the wind's just not dying down. It's approaching dusk now, where normally we get a chance to put the baits out. It's just not dropping down. Got a bit of weed gathering on the line, I can see it out there. So I have to weigh it out and get it off the line. Woo. Oh yes, have a look at this. Well, chunky mirror. Well, after that beautiful comment this morning, it's about midnight now. Oh, looking out for a chunky mirror. That is a beautiful fish, that. Some crackers in this lake, that's for sure. Oh, yes. What a beauty. Loving that. Wind's died down. Got a cracking pick up then. Had a couple of lines beforehand, so I knew something was going on. And jumped in a boat and played it out in the lake. Love it, marvellous. Yes, what a beautiful, beautiful carp this is. Just caught that mirror and sat in a bivvy, couldn't get to sleep, having a brew. I was that excited. And the other rod rattled off. And look at this, what a beautiful fish. Oh, what a stunner, what a beautiful comment. I tell you what, it's some absolutely gorgeous fish in this lake. Look at the fins on it, look at the tail. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh, love this one. Right, let's put him back. Oh, what a fish. Gorgeous. Well, it's the morning after. Morning after those two lovely fish last night. They were crackers them. That mirror, that common. Beautiful carp. Yeah, the winds drops right off. And it's, yeah, we've got a bit of rain. It's been raining all morning, it has. You know, it feels, every bite I've had is in the middle of the night. But it does feel good for a daytime bite with this rain. So it happens that on these big wild lakes sometimes, like so, mainly it's just nighttime action. The bream are active though, big bream as well. They're like, I think the smallest one we've had has been about £8. So you got to make sure you got bait on your spot. They're obviously eating a lot of the bait. Beautiful. What a night. What a night's fishing. I come on these big lakes and you know what? You're just hopeful really. Hopeful of one chance. That's whenever I come on a big lake, just one chance of doing them. Yeah, I've had 3 now in 2 nights, so yeah. And I've got 2 nights left, so who knows what's going to happen. So this is Darren's swim. He's about 150 metres away from me. Nice little peninsula. You know what, it looks marvellous, it does. This is only a small bay of the small arm of the lake. But it's a big old arm, that's for sure. I think there's 3 carp all close in, and only little ones, so it's possibly they're thinking about spawning now. The actual water temp's a lot warmer than the air temp at the moment. Beautiful. Well, we've had a change in weather. The wind, which has been bashing us really for about 3 days, has disappeared, and we've got a lot of rain. Last night it was non-stop rain, and you can see 2 of my rods are out the water. I got absolutely battered last night by big bream, and I mean big bream, like pushing double figure bream. They were like 9-10 pounders. Even with my 26mm bait on and my 80mm pop-up size 1 hook, I was still catching them. Once they set the mind on having your up bait, it's very hard to deter them, especially once they get over like 5-6 pounds. The mouths are pretty big on them, so it is difficult. Anyways, I'm going to go and redo my rods. I've just put that one out there now, and I'm going to redo my other 2 rods. So this is the rig I'm about to drop out. I'm going to put it out over there, but yeah, bog standard 10-ounce watch lead, what I normally use. This one's not, it's not my usual boom section, this one, but it's just I think it's like £60 hook link. This it's pretty, I forgot what make it, it's pretty durable, but yeah, big old bait. That's the ones which have been air drying for ages, and they were made hard, so they actually stay hard. There's a big difference between air dried baits and the actual baits you make to stay hard. Air dried baits, they look hard, but if they've been in the water for 2 hours and go soft, they're useless. So you want a bait which actually stays hard 24, 48 hours. And Brazil as well, size 1 hook. So that would deter most bream. But let's see. Let's get out there. I don't know if you can make out on the echo sounder, but I'm fishing in about 5.5 foot of water, 5 to 6 foot, but you can see there's a lot of weed knocking about. So that's a nice clear spot there, bang. That's what I'm looking for, right in between the weed. It's a lovely spot that. See, you've got clumps of weed coming now. Some of the weed almost comes to the surface, some of it's just on the bottom. That's a lovely spot that. I like that. So we're getting weed now. More weed. I'm pretty sure the carp would pick up the baits in the weed, but I'd rather it not be stuck there in the weed, just in case it masks the hook point. Yeah, more weed. Right, it's nice calm conditions now, but you imagine doing it when there's a bit of a wind on, which there normally is a wind. It's a lot more difficult. But yeah, you get these little hard spots in amongst the weed, perfect for putting some bait out. Look at that, that's a lovely spot right there. Some more weed, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind this type of weed, so it's alright. What I don't like when it's just solid with weed. Plenty of spots here to fish. Here's one just there, that looks nice. Yeah, look at that, lovely. In fact, I might even drop my rig there. Yeah, lovely spot that. The weather's yeah, been like this all trip really. Up and down weather. The sky's very moody. Currently raining. Feels like a bit of a storm is brewing. Whether it's going to happen or not, don't know. But one more night left. Let's see if we can winkle one out tonight. That'd be nice.